What's going on, guys? This is Dustin Wright with some more of what I'm doing to grow myself and get myself further and further in my business and in my life. Today, I want to talk to you about how to gain extreme confidence in any situation you're in. For me, my real estate business, when I'm in front of sellers, buyers, investors, and whatever opportunities in my life I come into, that this applies. So, without further ado, please like and subscribe. Let's get right in to the video.
I've been moving, trying to start no trouble with me. Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. and cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Guess I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story, shit was different. God's plan, God's plan.
Okay, so today we're talking about confidence. The first step you need to do when going into a situation or a room or a conversation with confidence is your body language and your tonality. Alright, you have to go into the situation with your body language confident. Okay, you can't be slouched over or look like you're questioning yourself. You have to have very good body language when you're holding the conversation. You can't be argumentative. You can't act defensive about what somebody says or have some type of emotional reaction to it. You have to be confident in what you're saying and what you know when you're speaking to that person or speaking to that client. You have to have great body language, and your tonality has to be consistent with what you're saying. Okay, it's like saying, well, this is how it should be, or this is how it's gonna go. You know, those are two very, very different ways of saying practically the same thing. But you got to understand which one you have to say and what time you have to say it.
Is this where you make your threat? I've had the carrot, now I get the stick.
That's not my style. The person you're gonna meet on the tee is Fred Couples. Just so we're clear, that's being closed by Harvey Specter.
Like Harvey Specter just did here, okay? He made a joke, he rolled with it and got to the point. It shows extreme confidence when people do this, especially in buyer consultations or selling appointments with me and my real estate business. So keep that in mind. The second thing, when conflict hits you, you have to not react in a defensive way, okay? That tears down your confidence. You must take whatever was said to you and spin it and either agree with it with a twist or make a little bit of a joke with it, okay? You can't act defensive when somebody says something like, for me a lot, oh, you're young. How long have you been doing this, you know? You say something like this. Oh yeah, I'm fresh out of the box now. I had to ask my mother if I was able to come on this appointment. You know, get people to laugh a little bit.
So what is this, a new cologne or just a hint of jealousy? I'm surprised you don't recognize your wife's perfume.
Like Harvey just did. Maybe not quite be so mean, but you know, you take the joke and spin with it so you don't look like you're lacking confidence in any way. And that's very important when you're in the sales business, like myself trying to sell real estate, and you know, you have a lot of negative factors. You know, you're young, you're not experienced. You have to know what to do to make yourself sound confident in every which way possible, because that could be your next commission check to pay your bills, all right, to get your investment. You need to know in every scenario what you can do to gain your success. The third thing is, you need to act not as if you're the best realtor or best in your industry in the whole wide world and people are stupid not to use you, but you need to carry yourself as if you are the best possible person for them to use. It just makes no sense to use anybody else other than yourself for the job. You're hardworking, you're knowledgeable, you know exactly what to say, when to say it, you know how to make them feel comfortable. All that has to do with gaining and giving confidence, okay? You don't tell them that you're the best. You let them make that assumption of you by you just doing your job already. So you must carry that.
Life is this. I like this. That's not me. Well, if it wasn't me, you wouldn't be here. So if you want this to stop, all you gotta do is tap out.
Like he said, do you want to be here or do you want to be here? There's no here. There's no in between. Okay? You're not gonna get through life here. You're either gonna go this way on this level or you're gonna go on that level. Okay? So do whatever you have to do to get there. Number one, if it's confidence, you might have to do things that are uncomfortable. In my other videos, these are things that are going to further and further in our real estate business or whatever industry we're in. Number four, you need to know the other person you're talking to. With me, it's buyers and sellers. So you need to know their options. You need to know all the options for the person or company you're talking to. Okay? And you lay those options in front of them. So it makes them seem that you know exactly what you're talking about and what's going to fit in their best interest. Like a brand new buyer comes into my office. I need to know, with them having 4 children, 1 in middle school, 2 in high school, and a baby, but they don't want to be inside a community. They absolutely need a gate. Okay? Nothing less than 2,000 square foot. Well, I need to give them their options, the best options possible, and that they can choose. So if I find the best options possible for a client, that shows the confidence in the work that I'm doing. That makes them feel that I've done the work and answered the questions for them without them having to do it. Okay, so you need to know your client's options when they're looking for a specific thing, because I know all the time, I want this much for my house. When they're selling it, every seller wants more money than it's realistically listed for as far as market value. And you need to know the options for them. Well, if we went this route, this is what would happen. If we listed at this price, this is what's going to happen. What I recommend is this. You give them options and you let them choose based off your education and your knowledge. That's a very, very big one, okay? Another thing is, you need to know your options.
What are your choices if someone puts a gun to your head?
What are you talking about? You do what they say or they shoot you.
Wrong. You take the gun, or you pull out a bigger one, or you call their bluff, or you do any one of 146 other things. If you can't think for yourself, maybe you aren't cut out for this.
Okay, that's the last and final thing. You need to know your options. Not quite on the client side, but on the business side, I work at a brokerage, okay? I am technically my own business, so I can get up and leave and go to another broker and still sell real estate. You need to know the value that you are, okay? So no one can pin you down and put you in a hole. This, that, the other. If you do this, we're not going to let you sell real estate in that area. No, it does. You need to know exactly your options, because if you walk around like you owe something to somebody, it's going to be hard to get past and get through these next steps in life. So you need to know your options. You need to know your client's options. Guys, we're going to be the best. We're going to be 100%. Let's go.